Live for Sirmeris in his house.
This is his
in
family.
his house. This is his family is speaking up.
And we're going right back to Battlefield. I'm not gonna lie, I disagree with this. I'm just gonna put it plainly.
Dear Rapid.
Oh my god. Oh. And that's his thingamabob in his drawer, folks.
If you're Rapid, where do you want to go? If you're Luigi and you're playing against Peach.
I would probably say that's actually a tough question. Okay. I don't know the most about this matchup, I'm not gonna lie. I would probably go one of the green stages though. Just because like I feel like killing Peach is perennially a problem for any given character. And just having like I feel like Rap's trying to really scrap, and if he is really trying to just scrap like that, then Yoshi's. But if he wants to do more of that like wave dash game plan to adapt to what was going on game 1, then Stadium. Definitely don't want to go to FOD or Dreamland, and I think FD would also not be very good. So definitely one of those two.
Yeah, I think that's generally the consensus given what I've watched of this matchup. I will say, I do think Jaraiden, the Swiss Luigi, I think he does take Peach to FD in this matchup.
I honestly don't really mind that. Also, yeah, left side of the stage, that means that the invisible ceiling glitch is going to continue. And Sirmeris knowing that and making the turnip actually spike him. But yeah, I think, honestly, on FD, I don't hate that. Just because like Peach doesn't have the kind of like havens to make turnips on the platforms and whatnot. Doesn't have the platforms to like do like float aerials off of. But I think if I'm RapM, I know that my platform movement is too beast. I can't give that up. Yeah, so that's why I would probably pick one of the green
ones. I can't see Rap ever picking FD.
Yeah, if he doesn't have the chain grab, I don't think he's going FD.
Yeah. True.
Maybe against Sheik. Maybe. Even then, though.
And then I just...
Yeah, Sirmeris coming back stronger from the Smash Valley set for sure. Doing really well. Honestly, I've been really liking the edge guards, and I've been really, really liking the turnip pulls. He's been getting some really good turnips out of that, which has been a great adaptation. Those two Stitch faces have been huge. And I know I sound like I'm capping. I'm making a joke about the luck, but it's actually because Sirmeris has been able to pull so many turnips. Even though both of them came out at the beginning of the game, yes, he probably would have gotten the Stitch by now anyway, regardless, just because of how many he's been able to pull. Oh, and the Toad. Nice. Getting the roll in. One singular crowd member cheering for Rap. It's a sad day when RapM is getting out-cheered. That's how you know that we're in the enemy territory in terms of the RapM fan.
The Lion's Den.
Also, this movement from Sirmeris definitely schmoving right now.
Yeah.
Whenever I see a Peach wave dashing, I'm like, oh my god, they're going crazy.
Oh, okay, no roll from ledge. I thought that's what we were gonna see. So with a lead like this, I mean...
Yeah, and the edge guards have been massive this set as well. Obviously, one of them was due to a Stitch face, but the turnips have been cutting off pathways for RapM, and then the float cancel aerials, I mean, not even float cancel, just the float aerials have been, covering the remaining options, it seems like. So I'll be very interested to see the adaptation from RapM, see what he's got going on in these next few games, if it does go that far. Okay, we are seeing Stadium. I agree with this. I like this.
I like this.
Because at the end of the day, yeah, it's kind of scary that they get more turnips, but you've got such long horizontal wave dash that, like, even on this stage, you can still kind of threaten going in against the turnips.
And the lower platform height kind of, like, buffs Luigi's whole, like, platform fortress, like, I come down and fastball with forward air.
Yeah. Because it's just like, I mean, it's like a short hop aerial versus a full hop aerial, right?
Yeah, exactly.
One's just way more committal. Waiting for the landing, trying to get a shark here. Trying to go for the CC down smash, but didn't quite get the true CC out, I think. I think that was an ASDI down. Gets it there, though, which is pretty nice. Starting out with the lead is also massive. No stitch faces so far this time, which, again, I'm not saying it's because of the RNG. It's because RapM has made it so that Sirmeris has only been able to pull like 2 turnips so far. And so I think that that's just a difference in terms of how RapM has been playing, not just like the engine of the game choosing different things or whatever. I like that fireball, just, why not? But yeah, here's where it gets a little messy. I think Peach probably will do better on most of the transformations. Specifically the ones with the walls. Peach is pretty good on these stages, honestly.
Yeah.
She's not good versus like Fox because she gets infinited. But other than that, honestly, I would take Peach over most characters in these kind of situations.
Scrapping demons.
Yeah.
For sure.
And like Luigi's also a scrapping demon, but he just can't throw out as many hitboxes as fast.
And he like hits you into the wall, and then it's like into what?
Yeah, exactly. Like you get hit so far off the wall that like you might not even be in range of getting hit again. Also off the wall, I don't know if you guys know this, but you can actually drift while you're in hit stun if you get bounced off the wall, which is a really weird part of Melee. And most characters don't notice because it's not as pronounced, but on Puff, you can really tell because she'll just like stop and then go like woo, and then just like almost like an ultimate when you get hit, like the balloon knockback kind of thing.
Yeah.
But so yeah, fun fact for you guys at home.
Another fun fact, Off the Wall, actually Michael Jackson's best album.
Ooh, now see that's a hot take. I mean, most people would pick Thriller, but I think Off the Wall is a good pick. Honestly, I mean, I have a soft spot for Bad myself, but I mean, I can't lie. I don't think it's his best.
Fair enough. And I mean, we're seeing the best, edge guarding out of RapM.
Yeah, and the stage difference has been massive here. I mean, the getting, being down 3 stocks to 1 to now being up 3 stocks to 1, well, for a time at least, still a, big difference here.
I like the way he played that frame advantage. Got the back air, but then just backed off and played like a, all right, Sirmeris, what are you gonna do? Kind of deal.
Yeah. Also, you guys probably won't notice because, not because of you guys, just because it's like so slight. But there actually is increased traction on this transformation. So technically, this transformation does actually nerf Luigi because your wave dashes won't go quite as far. Which is again another stadium fun fact for you guys. Oh my God. And I mean, Sirmeris honestly bringing this back. If he gets this kill, and then, possibly gets a... All right, never mind.
But possibly gets a stitch face?
Yeah,
that would be a scary situation.
Yeah, that would have been, that would have been crazy. But RapM on the board, I think we are going to Dreamland. I don't think that that's a hot take. We might go FOD if Sirmeris is really about that scrapping life, but I think we're going Dreamland. Yeah, it's just stadium, much easier to kill. This stage, much harder to kill. Pretty simple, folks. Pretty simple. Plus, like you said, those platforms being a little bit higher makes the aerial assault from Luigi a little bit less scary, just because you have to fall faster.
And in this matchup, I mean, maybe it's just because Rap doesn't respect me as a competitor. But if I start Peach, we will start this stage every time instead of like Battlefield or like Fountain or whatever.
That's interesting.
Yeah, so and sometimes he would even counterpick it against me. Again, maybe he doesn't respect me, but
I mean, RapM honestly has some like interesting like player-to-player counterpicks.
Yeah,
like,
he does. Yeah,
like
he does
this
do
Stage
different things
Ripper,
with
I've seen RapM pick Yoshi's, which is normally considered to be the worst stage in the entire matchup. So I honestly think it might be a sign of respect rather than disrespect. Because I think if RapM doesn't respect you, he's just going Battlefield all 5 games. Honestly, I think that's just his favorite stage.
Yeah. But my point being that I think he feels comfortable here.
Yeah.
It's the same like tri-plat deal.
At the end of the day, like, yeah, you have to win more neutral, but like, I mean, think about it, right? Like, the space was working out for RapM last game, and like, Luigi is so strong that like, it's not nearly as pronounced as a character like Marth or something that really has a lot of trouble killing Peach here. Like, yeah, you're gonna kill later, but like, I don't know, like it's only like a few more aerials, all things considered.
Yeah.
So I could totally see RapM being able to take this. I mean, yeah, that doesn't kill, and that's kind of annoying. But I mean, the next down air damn well might, you know. And he's, I mean, or just up smash off the top, or off the side actually. But yeah, I mean, and he's up right now. And if you can keep the lead on Dreamland, it's really good no matter what character you are, because this stage just makes leads better because you just live longer. So your effective health bar lead is actually bigger than on other stages, if that makes any sense. And you just get to nickel and dime, get all this like, you know, just chip damage here and there, and just, you know, keep your lead going. And
that's the hockey.
Yeah,
the aura.
That's an unfortunate thing with Peach, is that if you like, sometimes you fastball out of your float and you use an aerial or whatever, and you barely don't get on stage because you're trying to space it super well, and then you just die. There's just no way to go back.
I think another thing we're seeing out of RapMonster, I think, is really, really strong scraps.
Yes.
Just like,
he's really leveled up the scraps in these last 2 games.
Yeah.
Game 1 and 2, he was kind of getting beat out by Sirmeris. Sirmeris was getting a lot of like really good angles of the nairs and whatnot, and I feel like RapM has just not been able to, like, not been letting Sirmeris be in those same kind of positions. Like game 1 and 2, I saw a lot of Sirmeris getting those like full hop height nairs down, and that's kind of a harder spot for Luigi to cover sometimes, and I feel like that spot just has not happened the same way in these last 2 games.
RapM just extending this lead as much as he possibly can.
Yeah, and if you die here, it doesn't even feel bad at all, because you have done your job with this stock. You have a full stock lead and then some. So, unless, and it's like, it's not like Peach really gets 0 deaths in this matchup, save for a Stitch Face. So, unless there is some RNG at play, like, this is going to be really, really difficult to make this comeback. Nair out, even double jump Nair out working there, because Sirmeris was trying to chase so hard. And the same kind of SD coming out again.
Unfortunate SD. And the West Virginia crowd coming alive.
West Virginia crowd is singing Eminem's
Not Afraid.
Not Afraid, yes. Much like that one guy from the airport that one time. You know that video?
Yes.
That video is so funny.
That video is very funny.
Oh, and we're seeing FD. We're seeing FD. Okay. I think that I totally get this from Sirmeris, because RapM is way too beast on the platform.
Yeah. Kind of gets like an entire like mix-up tree. I guess kind of like Sheep.
Yeah.
Where like you know, ways of like defending and approaching that like you just get rid of it. Like, okay, I don't want to deal with that.
Yeah, there's something in the water in MDVA, because I was about to use 7 as an example, but I realized that's also MDVA as well. But yeah, 7 does the same kind of stuff where he just goes onto the platform and just like falls off with the quickness. Same with Malachi, low key. But yeah, RapM's super good at that. I will say, I have the one time I ever played RapM in tournament, I was like, all right, this guy's.
You only played him once?
I've only played him one time in a best of 3. It went 1-1. We were at the cave. It went 1-1, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna pick him to FD because his platform movement is too nice, and he instantly adapted and just like started walling me out with aerials. So I'd be scared if I was Sirmeris right now.
Smart kid. That was cave. That had to be like at least like 2 years ago.
Yeah, so he's definitely leveled up since then as well.
Okay, sorry. Okay, but. I mean, smart kid, and as we said earlier, the download speed is fast on this kid.
Absolutely.
The download speed, and we're seeing it. All right, and we're seeing Sirmeris clap back, but still with the lead in RapMonster.
Oh, that was an amazing bait. Sirmeris knew that it was likely for him to get a trade or something with that down smash, so, you know, RapM just jumped right over it. That was awesome. So when he gets the down air on the
Lord Stomp kind of style down air,
catching Sirmeris reaching on some of these interactions for sure. And this is kind of the download that we were talking about. Instantly getting that read on that down smash, and then the read again on the dash attack. And this is what I'm talking about, where he's like, bro, it feels like it would be so much easier to hit him. He's doing full hop without any platform there, and yet, his spacing is just too nasty. It's just hard to hit him. Ooh, I like the mix, but Sirmeris did a great refresh there. tries to go for the up smash, doesn't quite work out. Okay, RapM kind of reaching now, I can't lie, but doesn't get punished for any of it. So honestly, I mean, whatever,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. I mean,
he reached for the cookie jar and he got the cookie.
He like reached for the cookie jar, his hand like slipped, and then he reached again.
Yeah, no, literally, it slipped and then the cookie jar like wobbled a little bit, but didn't fall down, and he's like, hey, might as well. Might as well just reach for that John again. I low-key want this cookie.
Oh, that's big. No jump. Oh.
It's the upper with the double jump, but the float is the main landing mix-up, so not too big of a deal there for Sirmeris.
I'm liking that jab. I'm liking that jab. Just fast stops into catch wrap jumping, which he's been doing out of shield like the past like 7 interactions.
Oh, and catches RapM's jump in the air there with the double jump. RapM not going for the onto tech, knowing that that would be surefire death against someone like Sirmeris, but is going in the air really that much better, folks? I don't know. And this could be either a really even game, or this could be like a huge wedge for Sirmeris. Okay, we're going
and
to
reaches
even.
for the cookie jar and gets like 3 cookies with 1 scoop.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
Bro is running that cookie jar out of business. But the cookie jar, you know, can fight back, folks.
Oh, and just lots of like dealing with aerials at this percent.
Dude, he's so poised.
Yeah.
He got it. He was in the deficit and then went down to last stock and then caught Sirmeris reaching like 4 times in a row. He became mom.
He became
He
mom.
became mom, and now Sirmeris is reaching for the cookie jar.
Cookie jar and is getting. There's spiders in that cookie jar,
Yeah,
and they're fighting Sirmeris.
It's not looking good.
Oh,
and the spot dodge doesn't get the up smash. I don't know if
these
that's
down
real.
throw up smashes are.
Yeah, I don't know
they're
if that's
not,
real.
and it hasn't worked a single time. And Rap is kind of punished every single time.
It doesn't get the tech. This is so close, folks. This is so close. Everyone's watching in the whole damn venue. Wave dashing around, trying to get these full hop downers. Gets the wave dash into down smash
out with
at the last second.
Down smash. Last second, the download speed prevails.
Oh my god, and that's a reverse 3-0 on Peach,
That is
folks.
a reverse 3-0.
Give it up for that.
Yeah.
Give it up for that.
Looking to make a claim for the deed of the house.
Yes.
Yes.
Saying, this is your house?
This is your
I
house?
couldn't tell.
Hand over the keys. Hand over the keys, Sirmeris.
Might have to start leasing this baby.
We're seeing loser semis.
Yeah, this should be what, Blessy versus
Jada.
Jada, yes.
Sheik
versus
Pikachu.
Pikachu. This is a bad matchup for Pikachu, but it's not on that next level bad. It's just like a little bad.